Behind every slam and every swish, there's a purpose for Enderlin big man Joe Hurlburt.
My whole goal is to just like kind of inspire people around here. Like it makes my day when I see like people, like fans, I guess, in the community. But I just want to keep putting on for Enderlin and North Dakota in general.
From his days as a 7th grade pup to now being one of the state's top dogs, his rise through the record books has been impressive. He recently became the state's all-time leading rebounder, and then 5 days later held up this sign to recognize the amount of points he scored as a varsity hooper. But even Joe understands that none of this gets achieved without an assist and some good bloodlines. His mom, Sonia, was an all-state 6-foot center at Mountain Iron in Minnesota before a successful collegiate career at the University of San Francisco.
You know, I think just basketball is just such an important part of my family, history, and I actually played in basketball leagues when they were growing up. So Gus and Joe were fairly young still when I was playing in Nevada, and I would take the kids and they would watch me play some league games, and so they just grew up thinking, this is what we do.
While their interest was piqued at an early age, basketball didn't become a realistic option until Mom gave them some good news.
They saw me play, and so they didn't know. We didn't watch it a lot on TV yet because they were fairly young, and they asked us, can boys play basketball too? So, it's a true story.
I don't know if I said that. I don't know about all that.
There might not be any video evidence of that exchange, but there is video evidence of how good Joe has become. And it all started with battles at home, whether it's been against older brother Graham or twin brother Gus, who will play hoops at the next level too as a walk-on at Northwestern. All three have tested each other's limits.
Graham is very competitive, and he probably set a kind of a tone for them, and then they, when they play, it's just, very intense and a little squabbling here and there, and so it's just, but they've improved as they've gotten older, but yeah, in general, very competitive.
It's good competition. Like we can always just play like king of the court or something like that if we're all together and stuff. So I mean, and you always just want to be better than the person next to you. Like it's kind of like a competition, I guess. So you always want to outdo them, and like it just keeps raising the stakes and just keep getting better, I guess.
If competition at home was the spark, AAU basketball became the flame. Joe has spent the past few summers playing for the prominent D1 Minnesota program, which helped open doors in recruiting.
They know so many coaches, and they talked to a lot of coaches about me, and in return the coaches called me and stuff like that. Offers came in, and
at first it was really kind of amazing to see these people on television, and then suddenly they're calling you, and but then you pretty quickly realize they're just people, and most of them are really nice people. So it's pretty easy to talk to them. And
Joe ultimately chose Colorado, officially signing with the Buffs back in November. And he's already gotten a taste of what it's like to play on his future home court when he went one-on-one with the person who filled him in that boys can play basketball too.
We were able to play in the CU Event Center, just Joe and I, and we had a shooting. It was Sunday night, so we had to get the practice in. And we played one-on-one, but he thought he didn't want to be caught blocking me and sending my shots. So I scored 8 points against him, so that's one of my highlights.
She was just always teaching me things about the game, and just like she was just always there for me when I needed someone to rebound and stuff like that, or I needed advice or anything like that. She's just always been there for me.
When you see somebody realize their dream, it's just very satisfying. You can see it's emotional because it's just a culmination of a lot of years and a lot of wins, losses, challenges, triumphs. But there's nothing better than seeing somebody realize their dream.